Welcome back to another episode on M&A Ambassadors Becoming the USP, the Ultimate Sales Professional. Now, in the last few videos, we had all been talking about rapport building. So I want to quickly summarize that and then show you how to set an agenda to take control of the meeting from that moment, because it's qualifying that will start after you set the agenda. So rapport is of two kinds: the unconscious rapport, which is language influence, left brain, right brain, mirroring and matching, very, very powerful. The conscious rapport is broken up into the generic rapport and the specific rapport. Generic is how you start, because no pressure on the client, building the relationship, getting them to engage and talk with you. So under generic, you find out personal positioning, get to know the person who's with you. And then you do Dubai positioning. Get to know how they feel about Dubai by asking a positive question. So what do you like about Dubai? And then I will move into the specific rapport, in which I will do again investment positioning. Have you invested in property in Dubai before? So I'm starting to go a little bit into pre-qualifying, and a more specific questions are coming up because a little bit of comfort has already been developed. So I'll find out their investment appetite and positioning and their investment history. And then I would go into asking them how familiar they are by introducing the developer or the community if it is secondary. Simply by saying, have you visited the downtown area, based on the Emaar example in the previous video. And that's where you will be able to find out a lot more information specifically about the client, and now get him in a place where I can start to set the agenda. Because how did we close out on the developer positioning? And we would love it for you to be one of our newest investors in that community. So Ahmed, would you be comfortable discussing an opportunity with name of the developer? Now, once the client says, well, yeah, I would be comfortable discussing it, and then I immediately set an agenda. The agenda gives you the control. It also gets you permission from the client to go ahead and ask questions. And it also lets the client know what's going to happen next, because you're going to have a 2-hour meeting, in some cases 3 hours. People want to know what we're going to be doing for so long. So here's how you set the agenda. I'm going to use the word SALES, sales, just to make it easy for you to remember. Once you have practiced it a few times, you don't have to worry about that. So here's how I set the agenda. The first, let me give you an example, then break the sale. So I would simply say, so Ahmed, first, with your permission, I'd like to ask a few questions just so I better understand what you're looking for. After that, we'll visit 1 or 2 of their communities on the sales flow so you can understand the lifestyle experiences offered by Emaar. We will then visit an actual community and see one of their villas. Ahmed, this is really important for you. You should experience the lifestyle before you make that decision. And when we come back, based on what you told me and what you liked when we visited, we will identify 2 opportunities that work best for you and discuss next steps. Is that okay with you? Nobody's going to say no to you. But what I've done is given them a structure, I've set what's going to happen next, and I get the permission to ask questions. So SALES, the first S stands for sell. So simply say, Ahmed, let me tell you what happens next. A is the ask. I'd like to ask you a few questions just to better understand what kind of opportunity you're looking for. Then leverage, enhance their perception. Say, we will then look at 2 of their master communities on the sales flow. And then experience. We will take them into the community and say, after that, we'll actually visit one of the villas in the community so you can experience the lifestyle. And then you will sell again. And that's where you'll say, once we are back, based on what you told me and what you liked, let's identify 2 opportunities that work for you, and then we will discuss what happens next. Is that okay with you? That is how you set the agenda. So take control from that moment, and once the client has told you, yes, I'm okay with that, go ahead, you will move into qualifying, which we will discuss on another video. Thank you for joining us in this summary video on rapport and setting agenda on M&A Ambassadors Becoming the USP, the Ultimate Sales Professional.